Hey, this is Kenny and Angie, not at Abundant Acres Homestead. We're actually at the seed swap here in, what's the name of the?
Tipton County.
Yep, there we go, Tipton County. Still rocking the mole look I got here, but we're getting ready to get out, so I'm gonna put my hat on. Otherwise, my little bald head get all cold. But we're gonna go in and look at some seeds.
And we'll videotape along the way. Check some other stuff out, and we'll let you check it out too.
It'll be fun.
You got a seed problem.
No, I actually really do need seeds. I need some zucchini seeds.
Is that what?
Zucchini and rutabagas. That's what we're looking for. Zucchini and rutabagas.
But anybody want to take bets whether or not we walk out of here with tomato seeds also?
Ooh.
Anyone? Any takers?
Okay, if they have the Indiana.
There it comes.
If they have the Indiana one, yes, I want those.
You got a problem.
It's not a problem. No problems, only solutions.
All right, you guys stick with us. Check us out.
Okay, this is Korean people at return. I grew this tomato 2 years ago. I grow it every year, but the first time I grew it was 2 years ago. Now that picture doesn't do it justice. I've had many, many doubles off of this. They'll grow in a horn shape, but you get the doubles and you're getting 5-pound tomatoes. And most of
like an ox heart?
It's it's not considered an ox heart. It is actually considered a paste variety.
Really?
But they get like this. They're huge.
I'm trying this one.
They're huge and very, very few seeds.
It's fun. Gigante Farina holds the record for the largest tomato in Italy.
Let's see a picture of that.
That's what I found.
Is that your Indiana Red? Let's see how many other tomatoes we find before we get out of here. Oh, there's no judgment. Comedy relief, but no judgment.
This is what's called worm casting, which is a fancy name for worm manure. So basically, we make our own compost out of wood chips and leaves, and we put in like food scraps. Like everybody brings us their Halloween pumpkins, and we mix all that in, let it all compost out, and then we sift it and we feed that to our bins. They eat it. It takes about 3 months. Once they eat it all, then we take the worms out and we bag it and sell it. And it's full of microbial life.
Just graduated in May.
Feed is the microbial life that makes the pigs thrive, makes them bigger, thicker, stronger, and you get more food.
Yeah, I'm definitely
Sure. It's $12 a bag. Alrighty.
Thank you very much.
How did you get into the worm casting?
Just gardening, and I got with him. He was a big gardener, and I said, "Hey man, you want?" I had what's called a hungry bin at home. It's made out of New Zealand. Looks like a big trash can, and it basically started with that with myself, and then I got with him because I knew he gardened, and I brought him some worms one day and said, "Let's do this." And basically, it's 12, 13, 14, 15, 5 extra 20. You can just take that back if you like. But we got started. That's how we got started. He has an outbuilding, and he heated it, and put bins in there, and grew from there. We've been doing this for about 4 years now. We started off with 2 7-pound bags of worms, and now we have over 1 million. The nice thing about worms, or the red wiggler worm, Icena fetida is the Latin name. They double their population every 3 months. So if you start with 100 worms, you're going to have 200. In 6 months, you're going to have 400. In 9 months, you're going to have the green thumb mix. You just keep doubling. As long as they have enough space and enough food, they will continue to pump. Now, once they reach that, and they know it, how they know it, I don't know, then they'll just maintain. There's castings, but that's how we end up with so many worms. We have what we call breeder bins. We take your water tubs and we put compost in that, and we put in about 250 worms, and we
You got an indoor
feed
plant
it,
now.
set it aside for 3 weeks. We'll take the worms out. We dump that into another bin that has eggs, the cocoons. Each cocoon worm puts off a cocoon. Inside that cocoon are up to 3 to 7 worms, and that's why they populate. So
I didn't know that.
and plus they're hermaphrodites, so they have both sex organs. So when they do mate, they get each other pregnant, and that's why they populate so quick.
Are red wigglers your favorite?
Yes, they're the best compost.
We're on Facebook
They're,
and
they're a
Instagram.
southern
Check
worm.
it
They
out
don't
there.
live here. Too cold.
We do know around
Because they only stay 6 inches deep. in
Take a
soil.
picture of our sign.
So we keep them indoors. We keep it heated during the winter. Thank you. And
Thank you.
that way they thrive. We keep it about around 65, between 65 and 70.
Yeah,
It gets a little colder. They don't get as active. So we try to keep them active through the winter so we're still producing product.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a lot of fun. And he has school groups that come out. This is my partner Buck. Homeschooling, and they come out and take tours and show them different. It's not a huge room. It doesn't have to be. We've got 1-ton bins in there. You know,
Yeah, educating the next generation. That's a big
exactly
deal.
what he's doing.
That's a big deal.
And it, you know, it's all natural. You're composting, you're recycling. We use newspaper. They like to eat newspaper, and people say, "What? The ink on newspaper is soy. Soybean. It's soy ink." So they don't have any problem with it. They love cellulose. They love leaves. They're just great compost. So yeah, it's really grown from what it is, from where we started, where we are, and it's growing every year.
Well, hope you guys keep growing.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
We're in 4 or 5 stores. We'd like to get 4 or 5 more.
Yeah.
So, if any of you guys looking for worms,
There you go.
there's where you go. Thanks, guys.
Oh no, thank you.
Okay, so I come here looking for zucchini, rutabaga, and Indiana red. I did get zucchini. I found the Coco Zell zucchini. I've actually never grown that, so usually I do Black Beauty. So I have to check into that but zucchini's zucchini. And then rutabaga, I got the Marion rutabaga. And I did find my Indiana red.
She did find it.
So, yeah, I got everything I was looking for.
Because that's the 3 things that we came here looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, now what else did we get?
Okay. Well, I got this. But it was because I was looking for the Indiana red and got to talking to the lady, and then obviously she grows a lot of tomatoes, and I said, well, if you could only pick one, what would it be? She said this one. I mean, you know, one tomato lover to another, you
had to ask, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Indiana red, I found it, and he was selling 2. It was 1 for $3 or 2 for $5. So
you had to take the deal. You had to get 2, didn't you?
yeah. And
course.
so I just asked him what the one with the best story was, and he gave me Captain Meyer. And then they were giving away other seeds that were, yeah. So anyway, I got Arizona Sun. I think that'll be a really pretty flower. And I have not a clue what this is, but just look at the picture. I mean, you just want to grow it.
Her response is, look at this. It just looks fun.
It does look fun. You can't grow just for production. Sometimes you got to enjoy life. So, and then I got a Texas cream cow pea. Why did I get that? I don't, because it was there. And I don't have any cow peas.
I have cows that pee.
Yeah. But I can't plant that. Well, I mean, I guess I could, but...
And I guess the last item she picked up was the
worm casting.
Worm
but
casting.
that's good. This is good stuff. It's made here in Indiana. It's supporting my state people and
local gardeners.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Completely understand.
And I mean, worm castings really are. They're great for your garden. They're great for, I'm actually going to use this for seed starting because we live in Indiana, so I have to start my seeds a little early and to get it through. I mean, these worm castings it won't even take a whole bunch, but just putting a little bit in there gives it enough feed in that pot to get it through to winter. And then, I mean, don't look at me like that. Worm castings are amazing.
I am not judging. I'm just listening. I'm getting educated here.
Yeah, you're giving me the look.
No, if I was giving you a look, it'd be this one.
I may have ended up with a couple more things than I came here for,
okay.
but that's okay.
She came here looking for those 3 seeds, and we went home with 33 different kinds of seeds.
It wasn't that much. Good gravy.
Oh, but that's funny. And, you know, I know it's that way when she's coming to one of these things. But it is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun.
It is.
And you learn a lot.
That's actually really good for me, though, because there was a lot of different kind of tomato seeds that I don't have and I've never grown.
That's right.
And I passed a lot of them up.
She did. And, you know, and she told me to begin with, you know, we did not have to bring the 1-ton truck to this one. We'd be okay taking the car. We'd be all right. She did. She gave me fair warning. So she did control herself. She did. She did. Absolutely.
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging
You
you.
were doing it with a judgmental tone.
No. Harassment tone. Yes.
Same thing.
Completely different.
That's all right. You'll be glad I did it when you're eating the spaghetti sauce and the salsa and everything else that's grown out of that garden.
Yes, I will. I will be very, very thankful.
So you harass me all you want. So I think we're gonna go grab some lunch and then probably head home or find something else to do. If we find something cool,
we'll let you know.
We'll see you in a minute. So there's these people walking around trying to find their vehicle, and they're hitting their emergency button trying to find their vehicle. What's Kenny doing? Hitting ours. So these poor people are just walking around in a circle. These poor people are walking around in a circle because Kenny's hitting his button and they're thinking that their vehicle is right here. Do not do this at home. Stop.
Does anybody else's wife out there have a seed issue?
Hey, don't talk about seed issues. How many pumpkin seeds do you have? And you grow what, maybe 2 a year?
Now, is there really that many vegetable seeds that aren't organic or GMO?
Not so much the GMO. They are starting to introduce GMO seeds for the gardener, but for the most part, not GMO, but organic. Yeah, there is a difference.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna walk out here and check on Sally. I know we told you in one video that we wasn't sure if she was pregnant, so probably get a better look. And I know some people are probably curious on how everything's going, so I wanted to give an update on that. Got through the halfway point. Supposed to do 6 treatments, 3 down. 4th one will be Wednesday, so doing good there. Halfway point. Whoop, whoop. Woo-hoo. Actually, that's a little more than halfway, I feel like, because I'm getting ready to go into the 4th. So, but yeah, physically doing good. Thankfully, I haven't really had a whole lot of side effects. The first round was a little rough with a headache and stuff like that. But I looked at some of the medicines they were given for the side effects of the chemo, and yeah, those side effects were worse for me than the actual chemo. So I dumped all that. So I'm not doing any of that. Not anymore. And doing a whole lot better without all that. So Yeah, next one's Wednesday. Doing good. Appreciate all the thoughts and prayers and people reaching out to us.
Absolutely.
But let's take a look at Sally. She's a heifer, so she's never had one before. Ooh. Ooh.
That's on.
Okay. Let's find a safer way to look at old Sally girl. We are assuming that if she is, she would be due like March. Okay. She does look way, way bigger. She doesn't have an actual udder, but it does seem like her teeth are bigger because I think she just had nubs before. Shoot. I don't know how close she's gonna let me get to her. This should be an actual full out udder. I don't know.
So if anybody knows what we're supposed to be looking for, some of the signs that says, hey, she is for sure, put it in the comments below.
This is Kenny and Angie here at Abundant Acres Homestead. Be safe and God bless.